World-class companies need the best strategic minds to drive future growth. That's where our veterans shine. Today, we visit a global leader in selling and distributing food and non-food products to thousands of restaurants and institutions. A huge undertaking, but it includes a workforce that has many veterans, and they are definitely up to the task.
Houston, Texas, home to big oil, big football, and Sysco Corporation. Selling, marketing, and distributing food and services is just another day in the life for this culinary giant. Let's see what it takes.
My name is Tim Jackson.
My name is Eric Scott Young.
I'm a transportation supervisor here at Sysco.
Transportation supervisor, Sysco Foods.
I work in the delivery service center, so I take phone calls from salesmen and drivers, any problems that they have.
I'm partly in the field with the drivers, partly in the office, making sure that the drivers are operating safely on the roads. I'm a morale booster.
Keeping morale high while making, marketing, and moving food is an enormous and complex endeavor. Sysco Executive Vice President for Supply Chain, Marie Robinson, explains.
Sysco is the global leader in the selling, marketing, and distribution of food product. So that would include restaurants, schools, you think about hospitals. Sysco would support all of those entities, and we do that with 58,000 associates.
As an Army veteran who ran supply chain logistics while in the military, she's no stranger to the unique talents transitioning veterans bring to the task of feeding the world.
What was life-changing for me was knowing so clearly that your work was part of something so much bigger than just yourself. And that's very similar here at Sysco.
So I get to help people all day long. That's what I love to do when I was in the Army. It's fulfilling at the end of the day and talk to my wife and just say, you know, I was able to help this guy do this today.
Much like in the military, you know, you have your objective and get that mission accomplished.
Even though a military mindset is beneficial to Sysco's smooth operations, it's the transition out of the military that can be challenging for many veterans, including Sysco colleagues.
My transition experience, it was difficult, but I had a very similar path to these guys. So I left active duty and I took a job as a supervisor on a night shipping dock. And I'm kind of going, where's the training class? Who's going to teach me how to do this? And that part of the transition was, it was the most disorienting for me.
Well, it is a very stressful, very high tempo transition process. It's easy to get into the Army. It's hard to transition out of the Army.
My transition experience was a bit difficult. A lot of the mannerisms, the vernacular that you have, they don't really translate into the civilian world.
No matter how difficult the transition may be, their sense of pride in their services is always front and center.
Joining the Army for me was bigger than myself. It goes back into helping people, and the Army is one of the best ways to do that because you're serving your country and you're serving your community, and that idea I really loved.
I was 19. I joined the Marine Corps, and then my first duty station was in Okinawa, Japan. So I worked mainly with landing crew on beaches, the engineers on the airstrips, loading up the C-5 Galaxies, the C-130s.
If I hadn't joined the Army, I would have never met my wife. It paved the way for the way I'm living my life now and who I get to do it with. I'm extremely proud of it. My family's extremely proud of it.
I picked the Marine Corps because I didn't have that discipline, and I knew that the Marine Corps is where it all was. And they have really nice uniforms.
When you're deployed in a war zone, even all these years later, it still runs through my mind as if it's a movie. Those memories are that vivid.
Sysco as a company really appreciates the military, veteran and still serving community that we have.
And because of that, it is not about me. It's about the drivers, the transportation supervisors, our frontline associates who are out there every day making this great company continue to move and go forward and grow.
It's a family-oriented, goal-oriented company. And for a lot of veterans, that's what they need, for greater purpose than themselves.
I would say that we are taking good quality food, good quality people. We're really just having a good time feeding the world.
Sysco, hiring veterans to help feed the world.